What is up, my dudes? Guys, I'm joined by Jordan and Seth as always. I've got some good news. I've got some bad news. Good news first, your favorite dudes are officially back, going live every Tuesday from here on out, aka the return of Dudesday. Bad news, I officially feel like I turned into an old man this weekend. I swept out my new shop, and it took me 2 hours. Pretty sure it should have only taken me like 45 minutes max. But here's the thing. Just because I'm getting older doesn't mean I can't still get the job done. And same thing goes for a handful of veteran running backs in the NFL who are still absolutely able to contribute to your fantasy football team here in 2026. So tonight, we're breaking down our three favorite old but gold fantasy running backs, the experienced backs who are flying under the radar, but still serious running back upside, the guys that your league is probably sleeping on. Like I said, I'm joined by Jordan and Seth. Jordan, can we have a bracelet check-in? Do you still have the bracelet? You still rocking it from Italy? He's even got some charms. Come over to YouTube X. Check out Jordan's bracelet right there, guys. Seth, we got Cinco de Mayo today. Also, May the 4th be with you. Seth was not in the office today. I told everyone he was at Comic-Con in Anaheim at a Star Wars convention. If you want to see what Seth wore to Comic-Con, like I said, head over to YouTube or X at TFF. Dudes, the guy looks just like Jar Jar Binks, at least mentally. Seth, how are we doing, man?
Good. That's not true, but yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
So I went back and forth for the Mount Rushmore. At the end of the show, we'll do a little Mount Rushmore, guys. And I kind of want to do Star Wars related something. And then I went with, Mexican themed movies we like. And I think that can kind of go everywhere. And we can just go from there when we get to the Mount Rushmore. So be keeping that in the back of your mind. So just some kind of like, maybe Seth can say Spy Kids. Maybe Jordan can say Zorro. There's a bunch of things. We can go from there. We can argue that there later. Maybe a little bit shorter show here than normal. Maybe not. Live, as always, let us know in the comments that you are there. Guys, I have something that came up here. It went viral this week. I wanted to bring it up. Bring it to your attention. I believe OTL shared this, and I just wanted to, see what you guys thought. OTL said not a single wide receiver list is crazy. It's basically top 10 fastest NFL combine 40 times ever. But you would think you might have one team wide receiver one on that list. Do you guys want to hear the list? Does that surprise you at all? You would think there'd be one fantasy relevant team wide receiver one on the list, right? Jordan, think.
Is there no one?
So here's the list right here. I'm following it from OTL. You can give them a follow at OTL_FF. Fastest 40 time, Xavier Worthy, 4.21. Next on the list, you probably all remember this, John Ross.
Yeah.
Third on the list, and at a 4.27, Henry Ruggs, maybe the only wide receiver one on this list. Then we got Tyquan Thornton, J.J. Nelson, Jacoby Ford, Deontay Thornton, Matthew Golden, and then our favorite for Raider fans everywhere, Darius Hayward-Bay. So
three Raiders, three receivers drafted by the Raiders on that list.
Exactly. Raider fans, plug your ears. That might need to be timestamped right there, Jordan.
You think Xavier Worthy's gonna end up being the best on that list?
I think Worthy will, not to say Ruggs wouldn't have been though.
Well, yeah, I shoulda, woulda, coulda though.
Yeah. And he might make a comeback.
Sure.
Maybe. He might come back. But yeah, as of now, I think it's looking like Worthy is the best guy on the list. Maybe Golden comes out of left field.
Yeah,
get something done there.
I won't write him off yet. Yeah, and even Thornton, like for the Raiders, it's kind of hard. You can't fully write him off yet either. But
I wasn't even thinking that Thornton was a Raider. So each week off season, I'm going to pull
some.
It is
tweets. Right. You're talking about Dante Thornton for the Raiders, right?
Sorry, I'm talking about Tyquan Thornton.
Dante. You said Dante too. Who else did you say?
There is a Dante Thornton. Sorry, yeah. Dante Thornton and Tyquan Thornton. Yeah, my bad. I just
Dante Thornton is the Raiders from Tennessee, right? Am I tripping?
Yes.
That's who it is, right?
Yeah. It is. So
Okay.
Sorry, Raider fans. Seth, you can share that with the chat later. All those Raider group texts you're in.
Oh, that's gonna be brutal.
And then the other one, like, did anybody see the James Cook graduated last week?
I heard about it.
He's this like you see it, and like some of his essays have been posted.
Oh no,
it's just some good stuff about feral hogs, module 4 houses on wheels. Like it is classic stuff. I don't even know if I should read them. They're so classic. Like Jordan, have you seen these?
Say it again. Sorry. The what?
The James Cook, since he
I haven't seen it. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Oh, no. Yeah. So like here's a college. I don't even know what you call this that he posted on a discussion board from when he was playing at UGA, but about module 4 houses on wheels was the post. And just these houses are very unique because homes like that, you can come outside and your friends would be outside. And I think they are good because you can move them around to different spots. And some people like them because that's all they know is trailer homes, and for them to break their houses up like that is just a shame. And I think it's not right because some of those people had kids. And when I look back and when I stayed in Alabama, I stayed in a trailer home, and that was one of the coolest things ever, period. That was a whole run-on sentence. And I think people live in small houses because they have a lot of freedom, and you really wouldn't have much to spend, and you can just build up on it. And I mean that just what they like. I mean, I can stay in a tiny house also. Go look them up. A bunch of them showed up online last week over the weekend. It's just a good little read. I don't know if you want a little chuckle. Probably shouldn't touch that one much more. A little more trivia there. But Jordan, you gotten any best balls yet? Any best ball drafts yet?
I have not.
Sorry. You have not. So is this later than normal, or you just going to hit it real hard in June?
Man,
you reading James Cook?
This feral hogs one is gold.
Read it. Or do you want me to read it?
Why are feral hog populations so hard to contain? Because the population are big, and all they do is keep making 100 of feral hogs, and they do is make their mark everywhere they are trying to stop them, but they cannot because there are about 2 million of these hogs in ordinary hunting, and these feral hogs are very dangerous, and these type of animals are only in the southern.
It's freaking awful.
There was no period there.
So awful.
No,
it's just crazy. Like if you're good at football, you can get a you just get a bachelor or whatever you want.
And no, it's true because you look at this stuff and you're like, there's no way these guys are like.
There's no way these guys are actually doing school, and everyone knows it.
Yeah, no.
His bachelor's of sciences in family and consumer sciences. What is that even? Like
why did he even finish his degree? What a joke.
No, it's good.
Probably, to be honest,
it's not even a good for him. It's not even a good for him.
Probably because he's probably the first in his family to graduate college, if we're being honest.
You know what? I guess that's
so
really
cool to
say.
He probably went
really
back
cool to say, hey, I'm the
that.
first in my family to graduate college. They go, what'd you study? You go, oh, I studied poop science. That's cool. Nice. Like, congrats. You got a bachelor in poop science. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. That probably seems like
Seth made it way harder there. So
that probably is harder than the science, whatever you said. Yeah. Poop science is probably harder. Yeah.
Yeah. So Seth, did you do anything for May the 4th, Seth? You hanging in there?
It's my anniversary. I wasn't at a convention. So May the 4th, I was actually at work. We did have like some Star Wars theme, like, I don't know. It was like some active day at work. So we did like some stretches or whatever. I don't know.
We got lightsabers. I posted a photo on X if you want to see that photo of
me and but I was not at a convention. That would have been cool though, But But I
To,
did
to
not
be
read that.
fair, though, Jordan, Seth was not at work today, and I convinced all the ladies in the office that he was at a Comic-Con Anaheim. So it plays like, and they were like, kind of believed it too. So
That's
anyways, all right, last one before we jump into our old but gold. And Seth, what we got in the comments there? Is it anything appropriate we can read?
Well, Bram Van Dan, I don't know what his name is, but he says yo. So what's up,
What's up,
Brandon? I'm just gonna
Bram?
call him Brandon.
What's up?
Yeah, let's
Hello,
go,
Brandon.
Bram. Give us that like and sub, and let us know if you got any fancy questions. All right, guys. Todd Gurley was drafted in 2015. He's been out of the league for 5 years. Only 5 players have more rushing touchdowns than him since 2015. Anyone know who those? Anyone know who those guys are? He had
Derrick Henry.
67.
Derrick Henry's got to be one. You said rushing touchdowns or receiving rushing?
Rushing touchdowns only.
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones is not on the list.
Repeat the question.
Todd Gurley was drafted in 2015. He's been out of the NFL for 5 years. Only 5 players have had more rushing touchdowns than him since 2015.
Oh, not active players. Not active.
No, some
players.
are
It could be
active.
anyone.
Some are active.
McCaffrey.
It doesn't have.
They're all
it
active.
doesn't have
They're
to
all
be.
active.
McCaffrey.
They're all active. Okay,
Yeah.
McCaffrey's got to be one of them.
He is less, and he's at number 8 with 62.
Okay, so
Todd Gurley had 67.
Derrick
Derrick
Henry.
Henry.
Yes. Yes, he is one of he has more than him. He has 122.
Derrick Henry. David Montgomery.
David Montgomery is not on the list.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs has 74. He does have
Okay.
more than him.
Aaron Jones. That's surprising.
3 will shock you. Josh Jacobs tied with one guy at 3, and it will shock you who he's tied with.
Wait, so Josh Jacobs was ahead of him? Yeah, Josh.
Yeah, sorry, Josh Jacobs is
Jacobs?
ahead of him. Yeah, he has
Josh
74.
Jacobs? And Derrick Henry. Active running backs.
This next one is
James
not
Conner?
active. One of them is active. Sorry, 3 is not active.
Oh,
He
so
could
then
technically
these
play.
3 are not active anymore.
Yeah. I'll read them to you. I feel like I'm not doing a good job describing it. But
Wait,
Derrick
can I get
Henry.
one? Okay,
Yeah, go
one team.
more.
Give me a team hint. Give me a team hint. Who they play for?
Patriots. Without making it as obvious as possible.
Patriots.
Okay. The guy tied with Josh Jacobs is Ezekiel Elliott with 74.
Oh.
He's another one which I was
okay.
shocked is still on the list. I didn't think he'd be on the list.
Okay.
And then number 2 is Josh Allen with 79. And then Jonathan Taylor with 69. I was shocked to see Josh Allen had 79 on there. Josh Allen has more
who
rushing.
was the Patriots guy?
Zeke played for the Patriots. I said to not give it. If I said Dallas, I thought I totally gave it away. Zeke played a little bit with the Patriots. He was there for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, but I was not even thinking Zeke at all. When you said
I know.
that.
I didn't want. If I said Dallas, it'd been too obvious. I thought.
Josh Allen threw me off. That did not.
Okay.
I was not
So
expecting
top
that.
10 rushing TD leaders since 2015: James Conner, Alvin Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, Jalen Hurst, Todd Gurley, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Ezekiel Elliott, Josh Allen, Derrick Henry. I cannot believe that Todd Gurley since 2015 has had more rushing touchdowns than Jalen Hurts.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, because Jalen Hurts has had a lot. So, anyways, that is all I kind of got for the pre-show to get us into before our plays here. And so, old but gold, I thought it was guys that ADP had dropped a lot from last year and guys that are older. I kind of wanted to say like above 27 for a running back. It's old but gold running backs, so a little bit of a rhymer there for you. And I thought those were some decent ones. Do you want me to read to you who the oldest running backs are, Jordan? You kind of
Well,
want to
I
just
think
see who they are. Oldest starting
yours
running
is
backs.
one of them. Yours is one
Mine
of
is
them.
one of
So
them.
you might as well start there. He might be the
So
oldest.
yeah. Yeah, we can start at mine. I'll read them all and I'll finish on mine here. Alvin Kamara, 31. James Conner, 30. Not sure if he's on a team. Ramondre Stevenson, 28. Josh Jacobs, 28. Pollard, 28, turning 29. Montgomery, 28, turning 29. And then Barkley's 29, just turned 29. Christian McCaffrey is 30. And then I got Derrick Henry at 32, which maybe seems a little obvious to you, but his ADP has dropped quite a bit from last year, I will say. And I know Jordan is probably the president of the Derrick Henry hate club. I think that's safe to say. Seth, would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. He's been hating on
So-
him for the last like 5 years. So
Maybe longer. So everyone, I feel like no one's really talking about King Derrick Henry, even though he's turning 32 this season. I feel like people are a little worried to draft him, and I get it because age sneaks up on you, just like how I had that injury over the weekend that I'm not proud of. A lot of fantasy managers seem to be fading him because of the age, but looking at him the last 3 years in his situation in Baltimore, I feel like I'd say otherwise. He has scored less than double-digit TDs since 2017. So it's a pretty good streak. And let's start with what he actually did last year. He rushed for 1,595 yards on 307 carries, which is a lot of touches, 16 TDs, and played all 17 games, averaging 5.2 yards per carry, 93.8 yards per game, finished as RB8 in fantasy points. So at 6'3", 247, I still think Henry is one of the most physical running backs in football. He led the league in yards after contact and broken tackles again. Most running backs fall off a cliff by this age, but I think Henry might be the exception with multiple 300 carry seasons in excellent durability. And the Ravens made some important coaching changes, focusing more on the run game. They brought in Dwayne Ledford as the offensive line coach and run game coordinator, who's excellent with outside zone schemes. New head coach Jesse Minter and offensive coordinator Doyle have both stressed building physical run-first identity. They backed it up by improving the line, adding first-round guard Vega alone and several veteran pieces. So I think this should open up lanes and keep the goal line work locked in. Right now in Sleeper, Henry is going around RB. Where is he at on Sleeper? RB4, RB6 range. So just outside the top 12. So I think it's really good value for a guy that's a proven workhorse in a very run-friendly offense. Jordan, I know I've always been the guy like the rule 356 rule, like whenever you get over a certain amount of touches, I generally stay away the following year. But I think Henry has just done it so much that I think like you could just lock him in for double-digit TDs, and he could be your RB2. He's going, it looks like, at the back of the second round, beginning of the third round. I just think where he's going, I wouldn't mind him as my number 2 guy there. The ADP is a lot better.
I have stopped doubting Derrick Henry. So yeah.
Ooh.
And that might be why I'm wrong.
I don't like, I'm tired of getting Derrick Henry wrong. So, and he seems like he's like breaks all the rules when it comes to old running backs. So
at some time you'll be wrong, but like on Draft Sharks right now, on what's it called? On Sleeper, they have him going as RB. Where is he? 29? A spot. Oh no, that's not 29. What is this? Anyways, these numbers aren't in order exactly. He's going 29th overall. Sorry, not RB 29. So yeah, a little bit better. And then I'm looking for best ball right now. In best ball, he is going as, where is he? In best ball probably makes more sense. He's going 21st overall, so 2.9, which is still a little late, I feel like, for Derrick Henry. So anyways, I like you said, you've kind of doubted him every year, Jordan. I've kind of been middle of the road, I would say, on Derrick Henry. I think the ADP, if you get him as your second player, second running back, first, pick in the third, I think it's really nice value there. Like I think it's a good spot.
I think it's great
And maybe
value.
yeah. Oldest starting running back in the league, he's 32. So, and even do you think when we get closer to draft season, though, more casuals push that ADP up? Or do you think that
Probably.
stops
I think he'll rise.
it? Because you
On
look
name
at
value
his,
alone.
yeah, like double-digit TDs every single year since 2017 is pretty good. And then back-to-back seasons with 16 TDs. He had more TDs last year than he did receptions. So,
Yeah.
and I'll ask you this one, Jordan. Who would you rather have half-point PPR? I put this on X. Redraft, Derrick Henry or Chase Brown?
Oh man. Probably Chase Brown. That's close.
Seth, what do you think?
I think I'd rather have Chase Brown. I think I'm gonna go one more year on that. See how it goes.
Fantasy Football Commish said at some point King's got to slow down, but man, please give me Henry. So polls in 92 votes, 18 hours left. 63% said Chase Brown, 37% said Derrick Henry. So Chase Brown going as he's a lot. It's pretty similar on where they're going there. Sleeper wise, Chase Brown is going as, let me go by position here. Chase Brown is going at 2.7. Henry's going at 3.5. So 29th overall, and for Henry, 19th overall for Chase Brown. So decent little spot there. I will hand this off. I think we're throwing people off coming on Tuesday. Chat's a little quiet other than Bram, Bandon, Bush. I'm going to hand this off to Jordan here.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. It's hard to find like old running backs, to be honest. So I feel like Isaiah Pacheco's been in the league for a long time, but it's only gonna be his 5th season. But it's kind of just like a role based thing for me. Like I don't think Pacheco's great, but he's going to that RB2 role for the Lions. In the last 4 years, the Lions RB2 has 38 touchdowns. So that's almost like 9 touchdowns per year. So, I mean, where Pacheco's going, he's going like 170 overall. He's going quite a bit down there. So I don't know. I think that there's some touchdown upside with him. Like I think Gibbs gets more work than he has the previous years. I don't think Pacheco's fully in the David Montgomery role, but he could have 5 to 7 touchdowns this year, and that would not surprise me at all. And if something were to happen to Gibbs, Pacheco's kind of the guy there. They don't really have anyone else behind them. They got Sailors, Vaki, Jabari Small, Kyle. I mean, there's nobody. They didn't draft anybody. Like, I'm shocked they didn't draft anybody. So, I don't know. I kind of think if something were to happen to Gibbs, Pacheco's in a great spot in that offense. And then 2, we know that the RB2 is always going to have a role in Detroit. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I just think it's an interesting spot.
He's going 16-3 on Sleeper right now. And honestly, I saw a picture of him on X. Doesn't mean everything. He looks healthy for you know what I mean? Like he always has played a little bit banged up. If he doesn't have to be that lead back and he could just be the short yardage, slip right into that David Montgomery role. I really
doesn't
like it.
He feel like the perfect Dan Campbell like running back?
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like his mentality fits Campbell, like the run hard, just get the 3 yards and go, like, I don't know.
And that seems like a good dart throw, late round running back pick, valuable running back pick, handcuff to Jahmyr Gibbs, potentially RB1 in a lot of guys' books, like I guess it's between him, Bijan. But yeah, so I think it's a good spot there. How old is Pacheco? He's not like he is
27.
in that he's in that age, where like Seth, how old are you?
26.
So you're like, are you old enough to rent a car now?
Yeah, I rented a car when I was 18, but I was like a cash only place.
Okay,
It was
all right.
pretty
Sounds
sketch.
sketchy. Take your word for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, let's not we don't need to go to that subject any farther. We've already read James Cook's college essays, for goodness sakes. I don't think we need to go anything else with Isaiah Pacheco, but where you should go is go to www.thefantasyfootballdudes.com, sign up for our dudes letter, guys, and get, emails to you every single week, letting you know we're going live, sometimes some fantasy football stuff, sometimes, me just talking about life, but it's a good deal there. It comes from tffdudes@gmail.com. Also, trophysmack.com/dudes. 15% off your whole entire order. It's the off season. Go get that championship hardware or those last place punishments. Seth, handing it off to you here. A little, belly dive here, right here. Who do you have?
Yep, I got David Montgomery, aka Knuckles, recently added to the Texans, replacing good old Joe Mixon, who got hurt last year. Never really got a chance to prove himself. But from what I'm seeing, ADP is around 46 to 49. That's including all players. So that's fifth round turn. Drafted after Travion Henderson. I think he's pretty undervalued right now. Like from all the prediction stuff, right around like 1,200 total yards and 9 touchdowns. So that's that's good production, for the 4th, 5th round. So I think if you're getting him probably as your RB2, like if you grab a good RB1 first round, get 2 receivers in the 2nd and 3rd, and hopefully you can get, him in the 4th and 5th. I just think David Montgomery is going to be more of a 3-down back kind of guy. I don't know, maybe a little bit less 3rd down, but he's definitely going to get all the goal line opportunities. Yes, Woody Marks is there, but if you kind of look at Woody Marks's like last year numbers, they're not like super impressive. Like never really got past 74 yards, or the most targets he got was 4 targets in a game, 3.6 yards per carry. And really I kind of am basing this one off. I think the Texans are going to be a lot better this year offensively than they were last year. Obviously their defense carried them literally almost to a Super Bowl, like very possible. Their defense was just slightly better. They go to a Super Bowl game. But I think their offense is going to be better this year. The Texans are going to, have those goal line opportunities. Go ahead, Trent.
Not even defense, like just Stroud just play like.
What's I'm saying? If their offense was incrementally better, or if their defense was if their defense was slightly better, I guess, but like, the Texans are just going to be good, and I think that's going to put David Montgomery in a position where he can score a lot of points. Like I think there's definitely a possibility where he gets more. 1,200 total yards is probably the right amount of yards, but more than 9 touchdowns, I think, is pretty feasible.
Yeah, and he's. I feel like he fits the Texans' role of how they want to play football.
Here's a good answer: a high floor RB2. And he has a legitimate weekly RB1 spike, like potential
to fall in the end zone every single week. And Woody Marks.
Like I think your second, like if you do this kind of draft, running back first round, receiver, running back, I think him as your second running back, that's a pretty good team.
So I'm looking at Joe Mixon. Is he still on the team? Oh no, they released him.
He's not.
They released him on March 6th.
He's released.
So he's still dealing with the effects of an injury or aftermath. He missed the whole 25 season due to a mysterious / freak foot injury, sometimes described as foot ankle, that occurred in the offseason, preseason, required surgery. I'm only reading this because about a month ago,
foot ankle.
I don't know. A month ago, I was tearing down a ginormous chicken coop, guys. Had to have weighed at least 200 pounds this roof. I dropped it on my foot, and I either have a sprained toe, a bruised toe bone, or something, but I feel like I'm in the Joe Mixon camp. That's all, it's not gout, but it was a lot of weight to be dropped on your foot from about 5 feet high, like 200 pounds of solid wood. Seth, like maybe you can pop my toe at work tomorrow or something. Like I can't figure it out. Like I've spent some time on AI trying to figure this out.
Wait, it's a toe or your foot?
My middle toe. And
is it your gout?
I said it's not gout. I already looked because I thought it happened like right when 200 pounds of a roof fell on my foot. Like I don't think
you should probably not let 200 pounds fall on your foot, Trent.
I know, but it was a month ago. Like if it was a broken bone,
you probably broke your toe. If it still hurts, you probably broke your toe.
Oh, it hurts like the Dickens every time
you definitely broke your toe if it still hurts 2 months
maybe
later.
No, but it never bruised or anything. So like,
yeah, but it doesn't always bruise and swell. Like you probably just fractured it or something.
I made fun of Joe Mixon for like a whole entire season, and here I am with a similar injury. So all I'm saying is, if he dropped a giant chicken coop roof on his toe, I feel really bad for making fun of him. That's all. Like maybe it's just running.
I'm sure that's exactly what he did, Trent. I'm sure.
Well, hey, after reading James Cook's article about wild boar population, like maybe I don't
honestly
know.
My favorite thing though is like in our home league, Trent, one of the cousins drafting Joe Mixon. Like that was one of my favorite moments last year.
After his brother asked what is the pup list, then 2 minutes later,
and then 5 minutes, and literally, what? Honestly, it wasn't 5 minutes. It might have been 30 seconds later.
It was a bad deal. But that is why it's important to do in-person drafts, Seth, because you hear people's thoughts and then you see people's actions.
And it's just dumb really stuff. It's really fun.
It's a good time. So that is our old but gold there. And I feel like Jordan and Seth, you might be a little bit puzzled about this Mount Rushmore.
Trent, I am chilling on this one. I read it and was curious, but I'm like, no, this is good. I got it.
Like, and I think there's a lot of stuff that can play. Like you can go from like Coco to whatever. Like I think there's a lot of stuff, and I'm curious to see like what other people have, like, and like what we can say like is a theme. And then next week I have a good one. I think it's movies that need a sequel. So anyways, like, do you want me to give two? Then you can give two. Like how do you, Seth?
Yeah, I got all mine.
What do you have?
I got all mine already.
I had mine because I was thinking about what happened 205 years ago. Some guys went into Mexico and helped Mexico get their independence, but Three Amigos, the Battle of Santa Poco, but Three Amigos, I think, is an absolute Mount Rushmore, Hispanic cultured film that is one of my top favorites. So I think you got to throw that in there. And Coleman says we're keeping him on his toes. What a pleasant surprise, live on a dull Tuesday evening. Coleman, we call it Dudesday. So Three Amigos is my one on my Mount Rushmore. Jordan is puzzled right now. He's sweating this one out. This is like, DFS on a Sunday when he needs one more catch.
It's Sunday morning and it's 9:30.
Yeah, and he needs one more catch out of Alec Pierce. That's how he feels right now, but he's staying calm. So I'm going Three Amigos, Nacho Libre. Those are my first two from my, Mexican heritage movies.
Trent, I have a feeling we're gonna have a very similar,
what do you got?
One.
What do you got?
I also have Three Amigos and Nacho Libre.
Okay.
But I will probably put Nacho Libre first. Like, I don't know if there's like a tier list, right? It's kind of the same thing. Like they're all
kind of the same. I would go Three Amigos first.
Nacho Libre, Three Amigos. I'll give Jordan more time. I'll keep going. I also have. Go ahead, Trent.
What do you have? Yeah, go.
I also have Zorro, which you might have.
Zorro's great. Jordan's walked out of the chat like he is freaking out right now. That or there's a mouse climbing on his counter again.
Maybe. And then also, I don't know if you've seen this movie, Sicario. Have you seen those movies?
Oh, no, I can't watch those.
Why?
Yeah, it's just too much.
What do you mean
too much thrill? Too much thrill.
Oh, like I think both the 1 and 2 is good, but I think you can't put both of them, so I just put one.
So you're throwing Sicario in there. You're not going to put like, I don't know. I'm not sure. Like could Tommy Boy play because there is a Spanish song in it?
No, I think it has to be like you have to have like a theme of like a lot of stuff is based in Mexico, or like you have to have like it has to be like a a Mexican themed like movie, right? Like,
yeah. Okay.
Like you think of Nacho Libre and Zorro, like it's actually in Mexico, right?
Zorro is a good one. My dog, his name is Zorro, so I think I have to throw Zorro in my list.
Yeah.
I didn't come in here
I love those movies as a kid. I love
thinking
Zorro.
that's what I was going to. Oh yeah, and they're all really good. All
Yeah.
of them are really good. I'll throw Zorro in there as well. And like I feel like Shrek maybe plays, Seth. You know, you have the cat in there.
I mean, maybe. Like
Oh, Jordan's
I'm trying to find more movies that you could like borderline have
does
in
the
there.
Alamo play?
I mean,
Yes.
Okay, and I'll throw the Alamo in there. I love the new Alamo movie. I love Davy Crockett. I love the TV show Texas Rising. Did anyone see Texas Rising? Good little mini series, a little bit of drama, talks about the Texas Rose, Sam Houston, Jim
that's an
Bowie.
old movie.
It's not that old. That's like
1960,
2013.
Trent?
What?
The Alamo, 1960?
Oh, with John Wayne. Yeah. It's an old movie. Yeah, I'll throw that in there. Seth, you see Texas Rising?
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, you got to watch that. That's a good one. It's
Texas Rising.
like same people who made Hatfield and McCoy's, I believe, made Texas Rising. I like Texas Rising more than Hatfield and McCoy's. So, Jordan, what do you have? You got anything? Are you just totally just in shambles on this one?
No, I have
tried
three
to
for
pull
sure.
different. Okay.
I have three for sure. I got Nacho Libre, which my AirPods disconnected, so I had to go.
A novella.
I'm assuming
or
you guys
what?
had that. No, you guys had Nacho Libre, right? Okay.
Yeah, you have no
Davy
novellas
Crockett.
or anything that you watch. You're
Well,
throwing
let me
Davy
get there.
Crockett. I'm proud of
Yeah,
you for having
Davy
Davy
Crockett.
Crockett that you've seen Davy
Davy-
Crockett, Jordan.
Dude, Davy Crockett was like my childhood favorite movie. Like that.
I did
I
not
love
know that. No, it's
Yeah,
a
I love
classic.
Davy Crockett.
The older I get, the more I like Davy Crockett and the Riverboat Pirates more than the original Davy Crockett. It's a little faster.
I love the Alamo stuff like that.
Okay.
Fascinates me. So, and then I got Selena. I mean, Selena's a classic. Like,
that was one I thought Seth would say.
yeah, like I mean, I watched that movie so many times in Spanish too. You know, Spanish class. So
I think I've seen it once. It was
probably
good.
in Spanish class, right?
Yeah, it was in
it's a
Spanish
good one.
class. Yeah.
Man, I'm struggling on a fourth one.
Yeah. Well, I told Seth, I asked if Shrek played. Like Shrek 2, I think should play.
No, it does not play.
I don't think
You
it
don't think-
plays, but
You don't think it plays?
No.
no.
What about
Man.
Napoleon Dynamite? I think should play.
The thing
Pedro's
is,
in there.
like chick flicks, so Jordan hasn't seen them.
What?
I'm saying like Jordan hasn't seen. He hasn't seen like. There's not very many like Mexican chick flicks.
Like
I'm sure
Napoleon
you-
Dynamite should be playable. I feel like
Napoleon Dynamite. I guess
the guy's name's
Honestly, not
Pedro and he
bad.
runs for
Honestly,
president.
it's not terrible.
No,
It's close, but
you're not a Zorro guy, Jordan. What about Coco?
that's kind of drama.
I am a
Zora's a
Zorro
little
guy.
drama.
I'll be honest. A couple popped up when I was searching stuff. The Hot Cheeto movie. Have you guys seen that?
Oh, did you like that?
It was good. It was whatever. Flaming hot. It was.
You didn't see
Solid.
Sicario? None of the Sicarios?
I don't think so. No.
What about 2001 The Mexican, Jordan? You ever see that? Chick,
No.
like kind of a chick flick with Sarah Jessica Parker. Not a bad one.
Never saw that one.
I haven't like I know there's people who like it.
What about Perfect Game?
Apocalypto?
What about?
Apocalypto. I watched that on a plane a few weeks ago. You guys like that one?
Haven't seen that one. Have you guys seen The Perfect Game?
I have not. I've seen it on.
What about
like,
the Little League? The Little League team from
Yeah.
Mexico.
What about Country? No Country for Old Men. Someone's probably screaming at their. I'm surprised you didn't say
Yeah.
like Banditas or something, Jordan. The Mule.
That's a good movie.
Yeah.
Does McFarlane play?
I will give you
Yeah,
McFarlane.
I would say that
That's a sleeper, Jordan. Beautiful play right there. McFarlane.
That's a good movie.
Boom. No, that's a great one.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be able to say like Rio Bravo. That's another John Wayne one, or Rio Lobo, but maybe just those are just titles, you know? So, anyways, thought a little bit outside the box here. We had done like Taco Bell in the past. We've done Mexican food. Wanted to do something Cinco de Mayo based. Thought it was a little bit different. James Frank saying The Patriot is great. Totally agree with you there. Great movie.
The Patriot, but
I
that
don't know if
doesn't-
it
how is
fits
that?
the theme right now, but James, we still want that like. We still want
Is
that
that a-
sub.
Yeah, James, thanks.
Maybe, but honestly, James, is this James Franklin, like the Penn State coach, the Virginia coach
Might
now?
be.
Could be James Frank. So, anyways,
Trent,
James,
honestly, a good Mount Rushmore might be historical movies, like historical
that's
dramas.
actually a really good one. I think we should add that one next. I'm in the movie theme. I think next week we do movies that should have a sequel, and then I think we do historical movies, and I think we go from there. So
Hey, Trent, bonus. Let's do a bonus one real quick. Just real quick.
Okay, that's fine.
Favorite four taco meats. Go quick.
I almost did this one earlier, but I think I only know 4.
Okay. What's your 4?
Carne asada, pastor, and those are probably the 3 I go through the most. And I guess I have to say chicken. I would have to say.
Okay, I'll go carnitas, al pastor, lengua, and I'll go cabeza.
Going cabeza. That's those of you not Spanish speakers. That is head, cow head, correct?
Yeah. I got head and tongue on the list.
So buches is a popular Mexican culinary ingredient consisting of pork stomach. That is my go-to at the taco truck.
Really? I love pastor. That's probably my go-to.
Okay. Yeah, and then James Frank said brisket. Yes, not hating brisket. I had a really good brisket on Saturday night at a wedding. One of the better ones I'd had. Seth, what do you think in taco truck? Are you like all vegetables? Like, are you going like lechuga or something? Like what are you doing?
I mean, asada, obviously.
Yeah, that's
I'm not an asada guy. Like, it's fine, but like, there's other better.
Well, see,
asada, I'm not going chicken, but like I'll do like al pastor or something else. But I'm definitely asada. I'm definitely an asada guy.
Like asada and chicken, I feel like are on everyone's. We almost should have done 2. Like if I could,
I don't like. I know to be on any of my top 4. Like I wasn't like. I've never gotten chicken tacos from Taco Truck.
I get pastor.
I never get chicken tacos either for its worth.
I
never
get pastor and I get buches. Those are the 2 I get. But I feel like majority of people get carne asada or chicken. I feel like that's what most people do. I'm wrong. Like asada's for sure the one.
Jordan's a big lengua guy.
Yep. Yeah. I don't dislike lingua. It's just not something I usually get. You're not a tripas guy, Jordan?
Sorry, I lost you guys again. What'd you say, Trent?
No, you aren't a tripas guy?
Tripas is fine. I don't.
Too chewy for me.
Give us your 4 then, Jordan. I just want to hear what you in order.
I did.
No,
in
order?
Like,
what's your
bottom?
1?
Yeah. Pastor, carnitas, lengua, cabeza.
I can't believe you get cabeza.
Then probably asada. That's a new one for me. That's a new one in the recent history.
You're going a lot.
Carnitas is good. I really like carnitas.
Yeah, I do go a lot. Try I at least go probably once every 2 weeks for sure.
Nice,
a decent amount.
No, that is pretty good. So, anyways, I had some really good tacos tonight. My mother-in-law's in town, and she made some of her homemade salsa, which is green salsa, perfect amount of spice. And you're not a salsa at all guy?
Red salsa only. Red salsa.
I've never been a green salsa till I had this. So if you come over and I have some still, I have 2 jars in my fridge. It's a little different than anything I've ever had. I really like it. Not super spicy. She puts 1 jalapeno in there, and it's more of a like lemony flavor, but it's very unique and I really like it. So got the fridge stocked up with that there. So missed Aaron and missed Bill tonight. But other than that, guys, I think that does it. We'll try to stay on this Tuesday schedule for a while. get the week going a little bit earlier. Maybe have a little bit more breaking news, get you guys all ready, get you locked in. Tuesday, aka Dudesday. Seth, anything you want to say about Comic-Con or Star Wars before we close this puppy down?
Nope. Just hope everyone had a great May the 4th. That's it. Even though it's May 5th today.
Fine. Happy anniversary, Seth. We'll say it. It's always about
Thanks.
you.
Thank you.
All right, Jordan. I think that's all, guys. See you next time. As always, take care.